Die Open-Air-Konzertsaison im Polodrom in Jüchen neigt sich dem Ende zu. Darum freuen wir uns sehr, einen äußerst talentierten und passionierten Musiker im Club Red Hot auf dem Polodrom-Gelände in Jüchen begrüßen zu dürfen. Hallo, Mr. Costner.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Good.
First of all, I've got a little gift for you because I've already seen your show on Monday night at the Club Red Hot.
You've already been there?
Yeah, I've been there. And as you see, I wear this bracelet too. And I like it because it looks so rock and roll. And after your performance, I thought Mr. Costner should have one because he really rocks.
Oh.
And so this is for you,
Well,
perhaps,
thank you.
as a talisman.
Are you coming again tonight?
Yeah.
Good. It'll be a little different tonight, so you make sure you're...
Yeah, I've already heard about this, and I'm...
Heard about what?
Oh, it's a little bit... Yeah. Okay, very nice. Fine. Okay, we come to the first question.
Okay.
Mr. Costner, your roots lie back to Germany, to Ireland, and to the Cherokee Indians. Mm-hmm. And is in that case the sense for music or the passion for music inherited?
I don't know. Well, maybe. I mean, I think we're all a product of what's come before us on some level. But, you know, I have a brother who doesn't care about any of that kind of stuff. So why is it in me? I don't know. I think it just, you know, we are all different, and it's kind of up to us to search out the difference in our life and try to understand that and try to cultivate it.
Mm-hmm. And you was always a musical person all your life, and you had a band before. It was called Roving Boy.
Yeah.
And even John Coinman and Blair Forward joined Roving Boy at that time. Right. And they're today playing in Modern West again. And can you please tell me about your reunion in 2007 and the decision to start a band once again?
There was something that my wife had been pushing me on, you know, Christine. She kept pushing me, thinking that it would be important if I played again, and I kept resisting her, you know, I resisted her in a way, you know, that most men kind of, you know, like I've told people before, it's like, you don't want to take the trash out, or you don't want to mow the lawn, you don't want to wash the car, yeah, kept putting it off, but she kept thinking that I would be happy, and she felt that the places I played, the people would be happy. Mm-hmm. And so she was right. I've been really happy doing it, and I think the people that show up have had a good time.
Yeah, and as you see, the people are happy. The Red Hot was totally sold out. And how was this experience for you? Because as a singer, you're closer connected to the audience, and you're in the direct dialogue with your fans. And everything is live, different to usual. Nobody will set a cut. How is this experience for you?
Well, it's true drama, because there's no faking it. You know, no one's going to stop it, and all the mistakes exist, and all the good things, all the spontaneous things, they exist. And so everybody that's in the show, if they're engaged, and it's very important for an audience to be engaged, and it's very important that the artists be engaged, because sometimes people who play music, they just play the music, and then they walk on and they walk off, and I think they miss the opportunity to realize that there's people out there and they came for some reason. Yeah. You know, and if you just want to play your music and not engage with the audience, you might as well just put up a curtain between you and the audience, and they can still hear your music. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a chance for something great to happen, and I like that.
Mm-hmm. And your album Untold Truth, it's very successful. And are the songs written and composed by yourself?
Well, they're written. Some of them are written by myself, and the album is not really successful. We feel really good about what it is, about what the songs are, but it didn't make an enormous amount of money. It was we weren't even sure we were going to make a record. We'll probably make a second one, and tonight we'll play 6 or 7 songs, new songs, and we'll play some songs that you didn't hear the night you were there, and the night you were there, we only played about 6 songs off the record. So we just love writing and creating for people. Yeah.
And you told about your second album. When will it arrive in the German stores?
Yeah, well, we have I don't know. It's a nice question. Thank you. We need to go make it. The songs are written, but we need to sit down and record them the best that we can.
Mm-hmm. But I want to go back to your album.
I was really unsure what would happen when I came to Germany. I didn't know. And now I feel very good, and I'm more excited to bring new songs back here.
Mm-hmm. I want to come back to your album Untold Truth. There is one song, it's called Backyard, and it sounds like an homage to old American cars. And we are from Polo, we are interested in motorbikes. Which role does motorbikes play for you, in your opinion, in your life?
Well, that song was written for a movie that I made called Swing Vote, and it does deal with old race cars and the men who fix them up, and that's their passion. And so it's kind of a fun song that way. But it came as a result of a movie I made, and we wrote a song for it. Same with Don't Lock 'Em Away. That's really about it, like a young girl, like when you were 10 years old and you had dreams about what you would be, and you know, you would watch TV and maybe wonder what your place in the world would be. So Don't Lock 'Em Away is a song about a young girl, you know, just like in the 5th grade.
Okay. And
that was written for the movie also, with Backyard.
Okay, but Backyard is also about, as you already said, about cars. And which role does motorbikes play for you?
Well, I'm not a motorcycle guy for sure. I mean, I ride them, but I'm not like, you know, I'm not part of that culture. I'm more of a cowboy.
You ride horses. In your song Superman 14, there is one excerpt, and it's called "I Can Go From Here to Amarillo on My Motorbike."
Yeah.
It take me anywhere I want to
go.
And
well, that's about being 10 years old too. That's about your bicycle. When you had a little bicycle as a girl, and when I had one as a little boy, I remember my mom came and gave me a playing card, and you know, stuck it in the spokes, so it made the made the sound of an engine.
I know the
so
sound.
that song is all about your imagination. My motorbike. It's not a motorbike, but in my mind, you know, when you're a child, it's a motorbike. And sometimes when you take your very first adventure as a little girl, maybe with your girlfriends or your gang of kids, you decide to ride a bike to another community, which is maybe 2 miles away, but when you're little, it seems forever, right? When you're little, you go, let's ride all the way to somewhere, you know, to Dusseldorf, or we can't go that far, it's too far, you know, but you make it when you're a child, so it's like a gigantic adventure. And so the song Superman is about thinking that you can fly, and you look over and see the rivers and you see the sunflowers, but it's about that.
Okay. Do you get inspired by exhibitions from your childhood? Or
From the
where
what?
do you get from your childhood, or where do you get inspired from your songs?
Well, all things. I mean, 5 Minutes to America was the tragedy of Katrina, and Sun Will Rise Again deals with the economic environment that not only America's facing, but a lot of people are, you know, that don't have jobs. Everybody in this room is pretty lucky. You're pretty lucky, and it doesn't mean you haven't worked for your luck. You've worked hard, but we have jobs, and there's a lot of people that don't. And Sun Will Rise Again is a song for them, for those people that are in trouble, that are desperate. And sometimes I write about little boys and little girls.
Yeah.
Because I was a little boy.
Okay. Mr. Costner, tonight you will play your 3rd concert in Germany, and it will be already your 2nd concert at the Club Red Hot at the Polodrome.
Yes.
And the club was sold out. And what do you think, or how was your first experience at the Club Red Hot? How do you liked it?
Well, 2 things really struck me. One, I've enjoyed a lot of success in my life, but I have to admit, when I was in America and I heard that the first show was sold out, it gave me a lot of confidence. I was really touched, and I thought, wherever that little city is in the world, I'm so thankful to them.
Yeah.
And then when they asked me to come back a 2nd time, I said absolutely. So I have a history now with your little city, because it was the first one to open its arms to me.
And what can we expect, or what can the audience expect for tonight?
Well, they can hear some different songs that we sang the first night, and I might show a little film before the show starts, where you have to be there about, you know, 15 minutes early, 15, 20, so you can get to see the film. And I think our real hope is to come back and play at the big stadium. you know, and fill that up with all your girlfriends and all your boyfriends and have 10, 20, 15,000 people in there. That would be really a party.
Yeah, I think it's possible because you're, as you see, very
well,
successful.
we're playing and people are getting to know, but that would, when I look out at that stage, I think that's where we should play.
Do you have a special ritual before you go on stage?
Yeah, I take moments for myself, by myself, just to think about things, about the possibilities of the show. And then as a group we get together and we have a bottle of tequila and we each have a shot and one person in the band makes a toast. And it doesn't even have to be a playing member of the band. The people that travel with us are very close to us and they all affect what happens, and we're all respectful of each other. And one person will make a toast about whatever they're feeling. And a lot of times it'll be about the city, and sometimes it's maybe even personal. And it's always interesting for us to hear one of our friends talk. And I like that as a ritual.
Is it a new experience for you, this whole band life?
There's certain aspects of it that are new to me. Right now at this moment I'm without my family and I don't like that.
Okay, Mr. Costner, then thank you for this interview. It was a very great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
All the best for your future, and furthermore more success with Modern West.
Thank you.
And yeah, I hope you will come back to Polo again, and we would be very proud if you
I would
come back.
like to come back, and let's come back and fill that parking lot up.